One of the biggest problems in starting and running your own business is generating sales. Most businesses that fail, it primarily comes from this problem. So if you want to know how to consistently generate leads and sales online, then keep watching. Hey everyone, I'm Tyler, the founder of Green Cardinal Design, and today I'm going to be covering 5 different ways that you can promote your business online and start getting in front of your target audience and start getting interest in your brand and your product. Number 1, SEO. SEO is essentially being found in the search results on Google and other search engines like Bing. The reason why it can be so effective is because there's thousands and thousands of searches happening every single second on Google and other search engines, and it's so important to try and grab some of that traffic and bring it to your own website. And once you've got it working correctly, it doesn't cost you a thing. The organic traffic that starts coming through to your website is all free, and they'll be interested in your services, and if they do buy anything, then it'll be more or less a lot of profit. And then you can just sit back and watch the leads and sales just roll in. But how do you get onto the first page of Google in the first place? Well, you need to take a look at your niche and what your product is and what searches you're currently appearing for and what searches you want to be appearing for. In order to do this, you need to download Google Search Console, as it will immediately tell you what you're already ranking for and what page you're actually on for each search term. It's such a good tool, and it's completely free. And then you need to start tailoring your website around these searches and keywords so you start appearing for them organically. If you include it all in your content and your website pages, you'll have more and more of a chance to be found. And then you need to start looking at other things outside of your website that you can use to improve your SEO. Stuff like backlinks, which are basically other links from sites back to yours, and they're so important for Google because it's basically them giving you a nod saying this website is being linked back by others. We're going to start pushing them up the rankings essentially, so make sure you're doing that. Number 2, Google Ads. While SEO is great, it can take a while before you start getting to the first page of Google, but Google Ads effectively allow you to skip that whole process by putting you on the first page of Google for high traffic search terms. The only twist is that you've got to pay for each visitor that comes to your site, which is very different to SEO. So once you set up the campaigns for your account, you'll immediately start getting traffic from day one, but it can rack up very quickly unless you're converting the visitors into sales. However, when you do start converting them into sales, you can actually work out how much profit you're getting from each of these visitors and how much you're spending on clicks. And then once you work that out, you can see how profitable Google Ads campaigns can become. And the great thing about Google Ads is that people are already searching for your offering, which means they're further down the buying process and they're likely going to buy off somebody. So you just need to convince them to go with you. So make sure your website looks really good. Make sure it has testimonials, all the information about your services, and all the information about who you are as a company. Depending on your niche and industry, this will vary, but you want to make sure if you are going to be paying for Google Ads campaigns that your website looks amazing. So you can definitely convert as many visitors as possible and make your campaigns as profitable as possible. And once you've got things working, you can just increase your budget, and then all of a sudden you're making a huge amount of money. And you can scale your business with Google Ads very easily once you've got it correct. Number 3, Facebook ads. So Facebook ads are similar to Google Ads in that you pay for visitors to your site. The main difference is that your ads will appear on Facebook as people are scrolling down their feed, or on their phone, or on their desktop, or on their computer or iPad. One of the biggest reasons why Facebook ads can work really well is the fact that you can use videos and images to complement your ads. You can't actually do this on Google, you have to use text. But with Facebook, you can use both video and imagery. The main disadvantage of Facebook ads is the fact that people aren't searching for what you're offering. You're kind of just interrupting them as they're scrolling down their feed. You know, people are looking at Facebook just to be entertained, and if they're constantly seeing ads, sometimes they're just not interested. But if you make your ad really good and make sure you use really good content and you're getting lots of clicks, you can actually make Facebook ad campaigns be really profitable. And with Facebook's ability to target pretty much any audience because of all the options it has, and how many people use Facebook, if you get your ads in front of the right people and you've got good ads, it will work. Number 4, Instagram. Using Instagram to promote your business can be very, very cheap and very effective, as it doesn't cost you anything to set up your business account on Instagram and start posting. This means it's got very low fees to get people interested in your product and start building that trust and relationship with your target audience. The only caveat is you might not be the best content creator yourself, which means you may need somebody else to actually help you create the content in order to get people interested, whether that's outsourcing to another company or hiring somebody to build social media content for you and your brand. Once you stay consistent on Instagram, you will start to get more and more reach, and this is when you'll start to see the interest and the sales come through. Instagram's reach has declined a little bit in the past few years. However, if you use stuff like Reels and carousels, you'll still get a very good amount of reach. I've heard a lot of business owners say that their target audience isn't on Instagram or they can't find the right demographic on there. But there's 1 billion monthly active users on Instagram. Your target audience is definitely on there. It's just about being consistent with it and keep on posting and make sure you're not going to give up and focus on building up your audience organically. Even if your content isn't immediately perfect, it still is so worth being active on Instagram because of the sheer amount of people that are on there. So much business happens through Instagram, we've seen it, so it is very possible. Number 5, LinkedIn. Now this one's more for business to business over business to consumer. So if you are running a B2C, this one may not be as important for you, but if you're running a B2B, LinkedIn is a perfect platform for that audience. You can essentially connect and engage with a huge amount of people by industry, the company they work for, their job title, meaning you get this fantastic targeting for free. You can of course upgrade to LinkedIn Sales Navigator for even better targeting, but you don't even need to do that for LinkedIn to work really well for you. So if you are in the B2B space, make sure you have a LinkedIn company page and that you're also posting on your own personal LinkedIn account as well. Make sure you're just generally active, whether that's outreach, posting content, networking, even leaving comments on posts actually improves your reach for LinkedIn, so it's very important you do that as well. LinkedIn is arguably one of the best platforms just for people in the B2B space because everybody's on there that you need to reach. Because LinkedIn is a professional platform, the nature of it is so perfect for B2B companies, so you need to make sure you're on there and just adding value. In order to make sure you're getting consistent leads and sales in, you've got to be utilising these 5 steps, as when they do work, they work very, very well. You do just have to be consistent with it. It's also really helpful to just focus on 1 or 2 at a time. You don't want to spread yourself too thin. You really want to give the platforms you're going to go for a good run, because too many people quit way too soon and it doesn't work, and they scream and shout and saying this platform doesn't work for me, when really they're just not giving it a good enough go. But if you are still struggling with lead generation on these platforms, get in touch with us at Green Cardinal Design and we'll make sure they're successful for you. And if you are planning on getting into Google Ads or Facebook Ads but you're not too sure which one is better, we actually covered the advantages and disadvantages of both in this video right here. Thank you for watching, guys. If you did find value in this, give it a like, subscribe to our channel for more tips on marketing your business and bringing you in more revenue and sales. And as always, we'll see you next time.